여러분들의 멘탈을 무장시켜드리는 멘탈 무장소, 지금까지 몰랐던 진실을 알려드릴 시간입니다. 평범한 사람들과 다른 사고방식을 가진 사람의 이야기를 들어봅시다.
The ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today on trial we have modern day schooling. Glad you could come. Not only does he make fish climb trees, but also makes them climb down and do a 10-mile run. Tell me, school, are you proud of the things you've done? Turning millions of people into robots, do you find that fun? Do you realize how many kids relate to that fish swimming upstream in class, never finding their gifts, thinking they are stupid, believing they are useless? Well, the time has come, no more excuses. I call school to the stand and accuse him of killing creativity, individuality, and being intellectually abusive. He's an ancient institution that has outlived his usage. So, Your Honor, this concludes my opening statement, and if I may present the evidence of my case, I will prove it.
Proceed.
Exhibit A. Here's a modern-day phone. Recognize it? Here's a phone from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Stay with me. Here's a car from today, and here's a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Well, get this. Here's a classroom of today, and here's a class we used 150 years ago. Now, ain't that a shame? In literally more than a century, nothing has changed. Yet you claim to prepare students for the future? But with evidence like that, I must ask, do you prepare students for the future or the past? I did a background check on you and let the record show that you were made to train people to work in factories, which explains why you put students in straight rows, nice and neat, tell them sit still, raise your hand if you want to speak, give them a short break to eat, and for 8 hours a day, tell them what to think. Oh, and make them compete to get an A letter which determines product quality, hence grade A of meat. I get it. Back then, times were different. We all have a past. I myself am no Gandhi. But today, we don't need to make robot zombies. The world has progressed. And now we need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically, independently, with the ability to connect. See, every scientist will tell you that no two brains are the same. And every parent with 2 or more children will confirm that claim. So please explain why you treat students like cookie cutter frames or snapback hats, giving them this one-size-fits-all crap.
Watch your language.
Sorry, Your Honor, but if a doctor prescribed the exact same medicine to all of his patients, the results will be tragic. So many people would get sick, yet when it comes to school, this is exactly what happens, this educational malpractice, where one teacher stands in front of 20 kids, each one having different strengths, different needs, different gifts, different dreams, and you teach the same thing the same way? That's horrific. Ladies and gentlemen, the defendant should not be acquitted. This may be one of the worst criminal offenses ever to be committed. And let's mention the way you treat your employees.
Objection. Overruled. I want to hear this.
It's a shame. I mean, teachers have the most important job on the planet, yet they're underpaid? No wonder so many students are short-changed. Let's be honest, teachers should earn just as much as doctors, because a doctor can do heart surgery and save the life of a kid, but a great teacher can reach the heart of that kid and allow him to truly live. See, teachers are heroes that often get blamed, but they're not the problem. They work in a system without many options or rights. Curriculums are created by policymakers, most of which have never taught a day in their life. Just obsessed with standardized tests. They think bubbling in a multiple choice question will determine success. That's outlandish. In fact, these tests are too crude to be used and should be abandoned, but don't take my word for it. Take Frederick J. Kelly, the man who invented standardized testing, who said, and I quote, "These tests are too crude to be used and should be abandoned." Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if we continue down this road, the results will be lethal. I don't have much faith in school, but I do have faith in people. And if we can customize healthcare, cars, and Facebook pages, then it is our duty to do the same for education, to upgrade it, change it, do away with school spirit, because that's useless. Unless we're working to bring the spirit out of each and every student, that should be our task. No more Common Core. Instead, let's reach the core of every heart in every class. Sure, math is important, but no more than art or dance. Let's give every gift an equal chance. I know this sounds like a dream, but countries like Finland are doing impressive things. They have shorter school days. Teachers make a decent wage. Homework is non-existent, and they focus on collaboration instead of competition. But here's the kicker, boys and girls. Their educational system outperforms every other country in the world. Other places like Singapore are succeeding rapidly. Schools like Montessori, programs like Khan Academy. There is no single solution, but let's get moving. Because while students may be 20% of our population, they are 100% of our future. So let's attend to their dreams, and there's no telling what we can achieve. This is a world in which I believe, a world where fish are no longer forced to climb trees. I'll rest my case.
저희는 태어나자마자 누군가의 틀 속에 들어가게 됩니다. 부모님이 가라고 한 길, 학교가 정한 답, 사회가 정한 기준, 생각할 틈도 없이 그대로 따라가게 됩니다. 학교는 가르칩니다. 질문하지 말고 순종하라고요. 틀린 답보다 더 위험한 것은 틀을 깨는 생각입니다. 우리는 그렇게 만들어졌습니다. 시간표에 맞춰 움직이고 평가표로 가치를 매기며 자유롭게 생각하지도 못하도록 길러집니다. 누군가는 웃고 있습니다. 순종하는 사람들 덕분에 세상은 조용히 굴러가기 때문입니다. 이건 단순한 교육이 아닙니다. 생각하지도 못하게 만드는 시스템입니다. 그들은 결코 우리를 위해 움직이지 않습니다. 사회가 평화롭게 돌아가도록 순종적인 사람들이 필요할 뿐입니다. 우리가 경쟁하고 점수를 매기고 수능하는 동안 그들은 안전하게 자신의 권력과 부를 지켜냅니다. 이 구조는 그들의 안위를 위해 설계된 것입니다. 우리가 자유를 꿈꿀수록 그들은 웃습니다. 우리의 순종이 곧 그들의 안정이니까요. 지금까지 배운 모든 것 정말 우리의 선택이었을까요? 아니면 이미 계획된 길이었을까요? 이제는 알아야 합니다. 그들이 감춰온 진실을, 그리고 우리를 길들이는 시스템을. GPT도 이렇게 말합니다. 생각하지 않고 시키는 대로 움직이는 사람을 만드는 것. 여러분들은 200, 300 받는 게 행복합니까? 많이 벌면 500, 700 행복합니까? 평범하게 사는 게 성공이라고요? 여러분들의 대학, 취업은 사람들이 정하는데 여러분들이 갖고 싶은 돈은 왜 여러분들이 정하지 못할까요? 평범이 성공이라면 왜 람보르기니, 부가티를 살 수 없을까요? 누구는 이렇게 말합니다. 사업으로 성공하기가 쉽냐? 네, 물론 어렵습니다. 근데 이렇게 말한 사람들은 사업을 해봤나요? 여러분들은 실패를 기회로 삼는 법을 모릅니다. 실패는 경험일 뿐입니다. 여러분들이 안정을 찾으면 그 자리 그대로 멈춰있는 겁니다. 안정을 찾으면 더 성장하고 나아갈 수 없습니다. 또 누군 이렇게 말합니다. 성공이 쉬우면 개나 소나 다 하지. 근데 그런 사람들은 시도조차 안 한 사람들입니다. 성공이 쉽다고 말하는 게 아닙니다. 여러분들은 왜 좋은 대학, 좋은 직장을 다니려고 하나요? 좋은 직장, 좋은 대학을 나오면 성공인가요? 월천을 벌면 성공인가요? 성공의 기준은 누가 정하나요? 어릴 때부터 친구나 부모나 이렇게 말합니다. 고등학교는 나와야지, 대학은 나와야지. 이렇게 된 이유가 엘리트들이 정하고 사람들을 통제하기 위함입니다. 지금 정부가 이렇게 된 것도 엘리트들이 정하고 기획한 판입니다. 학교라는 군대에 빠져있지 마십시오. 그 자리 그대로 멈춰있는 겁니다. 고정관념에서 빠져나오세요. 멘탈 보장소 여기까지입니다.